Good Thursday morning, good people. Welcome into another episode of Coffee and Clicks. Glad you're with us. Jess, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm ready for this rain to actually come through.
How are you? You've been talking about the rain. I don't like the rain. Why are you excited for it?
I don't know. Here's the problem with it. You know, I'm always going to find something to complain about. It's hot rain. It's going to be hot rain. So it's like
hot
80.
rain or cold rain, you're not outside, so rain is rain.
That is true. Rain is rain. I really enjoy the sound of rain, especially when I'm off. I like to cozy up on the couch and listen to the rain. I know a lot of people obviously would rather have it during the work week, but I don't know. I don't mind it on the weekends. Sometimes it's nice.
Every now and then.
Now, if it happened every weekend, you want a little bit of variety in your life.
Yeah, we don't want Seattle.
No, absolutely not. I don't think I could ever live in a place like Seattle where it rains nonstop.
Yeah, I want to go just to experience the rain and be a tourist, if you will, and see how it feel to be a Seattlean.
Yeah.
Where it just rains, and don't complain because that's the norm. But hey, I'm in Arkansas, so I'm complaining. I don't like the rain, but hey, we need it, and so
we sure do. Yeah, my eyes have been so dry recently from all the weather, and it's just, ugh. Gross.
Yeah, I don't have allergies, so I can't
That's good.
relate.
I never thought I did until I moved to Texas. They had a really big pollen issue. Yeah, I guess we have some pollen problems here, but
it can come.
Not nearly as bad as what I experienced that first year.
Well, that's good.
That's
good. Well, hey, as you know, we are your local election headquarters, of course. Just want to brief you really quick on the Jefferson County Judges race for the Democratic runoff there, the primary. So there is a runoff that's going to be taking place. Results from Attorney Ephraim Neely. He leads with just a little over 2,000 votes, followed by the incumbent County Judge Gerald Robinson with a little more than 1,700. So that's headed to a runoff, right? And so that's about 3 weeks out, if you will, and the winner will advance in the general election. Will face Republican Nathaniel Todd. So just wanted to brief you guys on that, as well as the Secretary of State's race. If Jess, you want to take that one.
Yeah, so this is the race that had three people to choose from.
Nominees.
I was like, I don't want to say candidates because that's not right. 3 nominees. So they were kind of all hovering around the same spot yesterday. So obviously the top 2 have to go on. Right now it is going to be, and I want to make sure I get this correct, Brian Norris and Kim Hammer, who is currently a state senator. Excuse me. They will face off on March 31st. They both secured just about 34% of the vote. So they will face off in a runoff on March 31st, and then the winner of that will go to face Democratic Kelly Grapp and Libertarian Michael Pacco in November.
Yep. Just like we've mentioned to you in the past 2 days, that all of this can be found on our website, KARK.com. We have all the election results for you there, and what's to come for the runoff elections to come. Just to make sure, again, on that date, March 31st is when those runoff elections will take place. All right, moving on to some big news that made everyone smile last night. If you watched or woke up to it or heard about it on KRK4 today, the Razorbacks took care of business against the Texas Longhorns. That's always a good thing for the Razorback faithful, to see the red come over against the orange. I'm wearing orange today to mourn the loss of the Longhorns.
I was going to say.
Sorry for your loss. This was a direct shot at Texas, right? I'm mourning them. 105-85, and it was a dunk fest. I mean, if you popped on the social media, the first video I saw this morning before I got dressed was just the combination of dunks put on by those Razorbacks. Not sure if you saw it, Jessica, but, I mean, it was one of those fun games, and I'm sure Bud Walton was rocking.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Those are always some fun games to watch when there's just so many if you want to call them like crazy shots and getting the crowd hyped and whatnot. I was going to ask too, I know we're kind of looking ahead to March Madness. Like, do you have an idea of how far you're going to put the Razorbacks?
Where I'm going to put them?
Yeah.
No, it just depends on the matchup. I would say that. And I'm a realistic type of fan when I fill out my bracket. I'm a Gator fan, as you know, and a Razorback fan. I didn't have neither one winning the national championship last year or the Final Four, and Florida ended up winning. So I'm just one of those. I probably won't have Florida going all the way this year, even though that's my squad. Back-to-back is tough. But with the Razorbacks, I can see them, if they put on a good showing in the SEC tournament, which is one more game left in the rest of this regular season against Missouri on Saturday. Hopefully Auburn beats Alabama, right? So right now we're both tied for the second place spot in the SEC, but Alabama will get that tiebreaker because they beat us in that heartbreaking overtime loss when Darius Acuff Jr. had 49. But going into the tournament, that'll put us in the 3 seed. And so going into March Madness, if we have a good showing in the tournament, hopefully it's not we out in the first round in the SEC tournament, which can dock us a few places in the March Madness big bracket. But I can see us being no deeper than a 5 seed. 6 is even stretching it, I think.
Yeah.
I think the Hogs can be a 5 seed on the big bracket. That's like pushing it. We can be a 3 seed. If we push it, if we win 2 or 3 games in the SEC tournament and something happens, it can put us at a 3 seed. We've had a pretty good season, pretty good coach, ranked in the top, 25 pretty much all season. So
I think we've got some solid players too. I think it'll be really fun to watch, especially to see how Darius Acuff Jr. handles March Madness, because it's a whole different ball game at that point.
100%.
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge where I should set up my bracket this year. I got a couple. Well, when do brackets?
You got to get. We got about a week or two.
We got to
get through.
Okay, I'm gonna start
tournaments.
asking some questions, doing some research, because I don't really follow basketball that much, but I follow March Madness.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You mentioned great players. I mean, they were clicking last night. I don't know if Texas just. I'm gonna just use the word. Texas just sucks. But we were clicking. I mean, Trevor Brazile. It's always a good night when you can see Trevor Brazile do something great on the stat sheet. I mean, 28 points, that's usually outside of what he does, but that, I would like to say, and I like to go back and look at just to fact check myself, but if I'm speaking right now, if Brazile has over 25 points, I'm sure Arkansas has never lost. I just want to say that. Maybe I'm wrong. I just want to throw that out there with the caliber of the ball we play. If Brazile is clicking like that, usually it's a game where we're running and gunning and we're scoring a lot of points in the paint. Because he's not shooting any 3 balls or anything like that. So that means we're doing something, maybe some lob dunks, and the crowd is hyped if Brazile has a 25-point game plus. I'll go check that. But Acuff had 28 points, 13 assists. Beautiful. Not only is he putting the ball in the rim, but he's also dishing it out to his players. Probably was led to that 28 points by Brazile.
Yeah.
Just to give a little deeper dive into that, matchup to watch out for this weekend with Arkansas and Missouri, which could dictate us being the 2 seed in the tournament. SEC tournament. Don't get it mixed up with the March Madness bracket. But our first matchup against Missouri, we won that one by 8, right? Alabama.
So that's pretty close.
Yeah. Alabama plays Auburn. Is that this weekend? Let me just make sure, because you maybe So you'll be able to flip. Are they at the same time? 7:30. So we play at 11 a.m. Alabama plays that night against Auburn. Their first matchup, Alabama won by 4. So pretty good matchups to go off of from that. So we shall see. Hopefully, Roll Tide rolls down, and we get that 2 seed.
That would be so nice.
Yeah, that'll be nice. But hey, then we just move to tournament play, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of, and this is where I really want to bring you in, Jessica. Last night at that game, the one and the only Coach Nolan Richardson was informed that he will finally, long overdue, receive a statue outside of Bud Walton Arena, and it's so well deserved. Like I said, long overdue. Can't believe it's taking this long for the great Nolan Richardson to get his recognition and statue there. And you went to TCU, and you know a little thing or two about a statue. Were you there when Gary Patterson, the football coach, received his in 2016?
Yeah, I was there when he received it. It is interesting, and you brought up an interesting point today with this. You're like, it takes so long for someone to get a statue. And in fact, a lot of the times, usually they have passed away at that point.
Yeah.
By the time, we honor their life, their legacy, especially coaches and things like that. And you were like, we have to do it when they can be there to appreciate it, right?
Either passed away or long past their career.
Yeah. So I always thought it was kind of interesting. Like, I remember in 2016 when Gary Patterson, who was our head football coach at the time, got a statue. And I think that was one of the first times I had been somewhere or been aware of something where someone's getting a statue and they're, one, still alive, and two, I think at that point, Gary Patterson hadn't spent too many years at TCU.
He
decade,
was,
maybe.
Yeah, for sure. He was head coach starting in 2000.
Yeah.
Retired from as a head coach in 2021. So 16 years.
Yeah, 16 years. I think I just remember being like, oh, that's interesting. But then you bring up a great point. Like, why are we celebrating these people when they're way past their career or when they're gone?
Now, yeah, absolutely. I respect, honoring Gary Patterson in the middle of his career, especially that was kind of around the college football playoff ordeal and all of that. So really heightened, and forgot the quarterback now, Trey Boykin or something like that. Trayvon Boykin. A lot of great players there at TCU. You had a lot of momentum around the football program. So what a great time for that. Nick Saban in the middle of his coaching career, absolutely. Let's put one up to honor him. Didn't seem like, and also with coaching though, especially in every school is different and grades their coaches or players on a different scale because it's just about the greatness of the program. Yeah. And so with TCU, Patterson definitely was deserving. Nick Saban was deserving with winning as many championships there. And so I guess what I'm saying is with Nolan Richardson winning one at Arkansas, he retired, I think, in 22. He won, I think, in 94, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know if he won or did he start in 94. He won.
No. Won in 94.
Won in 94.
Yeah, with Corliss and the bunch. It's like it's sometimes in that, or it shouldn't have taken 20 years plus afterwards. But especially with Arkansas, who's not a championship culture type of school in the program of basketball. But a lot of that stems from the beef with Nolan Richardson and the University of Arkansas, in particular Frank Broyles from back in the day. Nolan Richardson was kind of outspoken about race, and he felt like, he and the basketball program was kind of being treated differently from other programs, even as they were winning. And as you see here, 13 NCAA tournament appearances and, winning a national championship and going to another. And he just felt like it was a different vibe when it came to the basketball program. And he was outspoken about that, which caused some friction. And, as we see, he was a winning coach, won a national championship there, and even led to the school doing a buyout to get him out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he walked away. So that kind of left a little friction, but 20 years, that's,
no, that's 30. Yeah. I hate to say my age, but that is 31 years.
Yeah.
Just letting you guys know. That's a long, long time, well overdue. I'm glad they're finally, recognizing him for all of the work that he put into the University of Arkansas. But then it comes a thing, like we read in the story today, that it will be, quote, soon that this statue gets built. So we'll wait and see. Hopefully it'll be soon.
I don't think they'll have him. You're saying like what you mean by that? What you alluding to?
They were
when
like
you say
soon.
That? Yeah,
we'll put it up. Does that mean this year? Does that mean 5 years from now?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It better be soon, especially with him and his age.
Yeah, let's not wait any longer.
Yeah, they wouldn't hold a whole ceremony and all of that.
And then it's like, we don't have the money for it. Yeah. You know.
They wouldn't be about business if they did all of that.
Yeah.
That would make them just look completely bad. And I think it's kind of in here what they say about the statue. Announced Wednesday. The university said the statue is in the process of being commissioned and work is set to start soon. Just like you mentioned, the university added the statue will be on the west side of the arena when finished. So it better, hey, it should at least be ready by March next year, hopefully.
That's what I'd like to see, you know. Not granted, I know they use the word soon because you don't want to disappoint people if it is taking a little bit longer.
The statues take a minute. Statues take a minute.
I bet they do.
Absolutely.
How long will it take for us to get a statue here?
Probably a little over never.
Never. You're going to be like,
A little over never. Speaking of greats at the University of Arkansas, we'd be remiss if we didn't show some love to the one and the only legendary football head coach, Lou Holtz, who passed away at the age of 89. His family confirming his death on social media. They did not say how or what in a sense caused this, but we know, as we mentioned, 89 years old, and we mentioned a few weeks back, earlier this year, I don't know, maybe it was a month or a few weeks, but whatnot, but he entered into hospice care. Can't remember exactly when we mentioned that on KRK4 today, but Lou Holtz, a great in the sport, gone. As we know, he's made his legendary career multiple stops, but most notably known at Notre Dame. After his time at the University of Arkansas, 33 seasons in the coaching.
That's a long time.
33 seasons, yeah. In the words of Lou Holtz, everyday win. And the reason why is because that's what's important now. Win because it's what's important now, right? Whether that's the record, whether that's whatever, whether that's waking up every day and just doing what you're supposed to do, that's what's important now. So win every single day. Lou Holtz, gone at the age of 89 years old. Any words you want to add on that? No. Okay.
Good.
It's okay to say no.
I don't know him too much. I don't want to speak out of context.
I'm just giving you the floor. It's okay to say no. Moving on, we are going to head to our During the Break debate for today. Today's question was, if you won the lottery, would you quit your job? And the reason why, as you know, Arkansas is a hot spot, or has been, if you will, when it came to the Powerball. We've had a winner in the city of Cabot to win that over $2 billion, right?
It was
nearly $2 billion.
Yeah, I think it was over $2 billion.
Well, one of the two, a lot of money.
Yeah.
At a Cabot gas station, and then just recently, we had a winner in the natural state to win the $251 million Powerball with a $118 million payout. So, Arkansas is a hot spot.
It's a hot spot. And, I can't even think about what I'd do with that kind of money. Like, would it go quickly? Like, what does $150 million, like, how long could you realistically live off of that if I don't want to be frugal?
Well, I'm quite cheap, and you don't want to be frugal.
I don't want to be, I'm not going to go out and buy any and everything, but, like, I'm sure people would probably get a house, go on vacation, pay off their debt, that kind of thing. Like, how long could you realistically, like, if you did, like, the 77% of people who said they quit their job, like, how long is that going to last you, realistically?
Yeah, exactly. And 118 mil, I'm not quitting.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not quitting. I am living the same, a little bit more elevated, but the same. So I would probably get a new house, buy the house outright, right? But nothing crazy like a $5 million. No, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
Maybe a $1 million house or something like that. I would get that. If I got 118 million, I'm gonna get probably $1 million house, and that'll be the house that I'm in for the rest of my life and pass down. I probably don't need a new car because I just got one.
You don't need a new car?
I need to get a Porsche. I like my little Durango. That's my baby. But who knows? I may. But if that, then that's just what? 100 and not
Yeah.
well, not
I mean,
100.
yeah, I don't know that I would like if you could only spend it on one thing
Oh,
and the
what?
rest had to go into savings. What would you spend it on?
Oh,
The house. Like, I'm not really a car person.
yeah,
Like, you know,
probably
as long as it gets me from A to B and it's got, I don't know.
I probably do something with the Ravens and that's it. If it had to be one thing,
Okay, yeah.
like, but that's not gonna. 120 million ain't doing nothing.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking about, right? So if you're going to quit your job, you need something to keep yourself occupied. So I guess is the 120 million enough to keep you occupied for the next 50 years? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not at all.
No.
So you're going to have to find a hobby either that's cheap or keep your job. Now, granted, I think we're in a kind of an interesting position where, like, I mean, most people like their jobs, but, like, I find that our job is fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean I'd still get up at 2 o'clock in the morning? We might have to work out something where it's a little more part-time. But I definitely come and anchor the news still in the morning.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I definitely would like to work, need to work, want to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not going to necessarily say need right when I get my 120 million, but I mean, I'm gonna need to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I said, I would live the same, a little bit more elevated. So, like trips, instead of going to New York and saving up for New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is to come in a few days, few weeks. So like I'm going to. You know what I mean? I'm going way out the country.
I'm going out of the country.
On
And
the
here's
private
the thing.
island.
You get like 3 weeks vacation per year. Well, I could take longer because I could work, I don't need to get paid. Right?
See,
for some of the days.
At that point, though, are you really working?
I mean, I'd work.
So, or are you saying
be like,
is work
bye,
your
Gary,
hobby?
I'm out. Yeah, work is my hobby.
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly.
I'm looking at it as, yeah, maybe hours are a little, shifted. Maybe you come in and do, a certain thing and you head on out. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But turning work into your hobby, that's kind of shifting the question, if you will.
I mean, I wouldn't quit.
But you get like
now, if I worked at an accounting job, I'm quitting. Boring. No offense to the accountants out there.
Okay.
But I like to think, like, I don't know. Like, most days, I'm like, I really like my job.
Mm-hmm.
I won't do it for free. Okay, don't get any ideas out there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good time. I always have fun every day, for the most part.
See, I see.
So it's kind of a hobby already.
I see you eventually quitting.
Well, I might retire early.
With
I
what
might
you're
get
saying,
out, at 40.
With
I'll
what
give you
you're saying, you're quitting.
I'm quitting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still coming in.
You're saying, I'm going to come in when I want to, but I ain't quit. That's what you're saying.
Well,
I'm saying not necessarily being a regular, 8-hour worker. Yeah, you come in, especially with this job, right?
mm-hmm.
You come in, do your show, you leave. Got you. But I think you're saying, if I hit 120 million, maybe I don't feel like coming in today. I'll let them, hey, I'm taking a week off. Or I'm taking another week off.
Well, I don't think it would turn into a situation where I'm like gone all year. I'm talking about like give me 4 weeks instead of 3. Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Oh, you said I'll take a month off.
Not like month after month after month.
That's what it sounded like.
Oh, sorry. No.
You said I
No.
make my own schedule.
No. I think max throughout the year, throughout the entire year, 12 months, I'll work 10 months out of the year.
Okay.
I feel like that's fine. I just need a little more extra vacation.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to come in and work, but I'm going to work part-time probably. Like, I don't know. What's part-time? Like, I do the 5 and the 6. I could stick around for coffee and clicks, depending on what you want to talk about. But
I'd probably be regular. Like
you
I
just
said,
be regular?
you know, like I said, my things, yeah, I'll take another thing of vacation if that's, you know, what y'all want to give me to keep me here. Great. But, you know, yeah, I'll get a bigger house or, you know, maybe do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Suits will probably look better. Right. Vacation will be a little bit more extravagant. But the day-to-day, if I'm saying I'm not quitting, then I'm still working. You know, and like I said, maybe it's not the whole entire, you know, hoopla of what we do on a day-to-day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
You win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
You and your family decide you're not telling anybody, but
Okay.
your inner circle. Okay. All of a sudden you come into work and you're like, I'm taking a month off. I'm taking this off. Or I'm going to cut back hours. Like, what do you tell the rest of your team without letting them know that you hit the jackpot?
Got a family emergency.
Oh, that's a good one.
I need to take leave.
Leave. Family emergency.
Simple.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Would you would have to tell the boss, right?
What?
That you hit the jackpot? Maybe
Not
not.
necessarily.
Like, would you be okay with like, okay, I'm not going to buy this new watch, this new suit because then
I'm
it'll...
not hiding anything. Y'all can speculate all y'all want.
Like,
You
he
can-
came into money, but yeah, that's what you would say.
You can
That's a pretty
speculate.
good lie.
You can speculate all you want.
Yeah.
That's up for you. Now it's up if you're saying if I want to keep it hush hush.
Mhm.
You're just asking
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can speculate all you want. Yeah, I got a new watch. Praise God. God been good. Yeah,
Praise God, it's
I've
a
been
Rolex.
saved. You know, or I mean, you can speculate all you don't know how I got this money.
That's true.
You don't
That
know,
is
You
true.
don't know what my family do or who I may
You
have.
know what would be so funny is you like hit the lottery, no one knows, and you're like calling out every other, and I'm just like, Gary never works. He's not pulling. I go into Ernie's office. I'm like, he's not pulling his weight,
She mad now.
and he's like, well, because I'm a millionaire, Jessica.
Hey, I really don't need this.
Now, if I'm a billionaire, bye.
Yeah, billionaire, I'm gone. And
Yeah.
I've said that loudly. I'm
Yeah.
gone. You know, it's, you know, you think about just in the millions, 100 million, I still, especially me, I need to want to keep that for life,
Mhm.
right? I want to keep $1 billion. It's going to take me a minute to get through that.
I mean, as much as I love this state, I'm not staying in Arkansas for $1 billion. $1 million might be hard too for me not to be like, I'm moving.
Yeah. Sure, I feel you on that.
100 million.
She
Sorry,
said
not
$1
a million. 100 million. Okay? Like, I love the coworkers. I love the job. The state's nice.
Yeah.
It's not a bad
It's really
state.
nice.
It's not a bad state. But, like, I feel like you two have, like, family here and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
helps.
Yeah, for sure. No one expects you to stay.
Our boss is watching. He wants a cut. Okay, how much money would you give our boss for, let's say you're like, I need to work only 6 months out of the year, but he's like, I want to cut. What's your deal?
I'm calling the law.
I'm calling the law. All right, I'll give you 10K to keep it hush hush.
Man, I don't need it to be hushed hush, man. I don't care. Listen, because if I need to care, like, granted, the workplace. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it is gonna go around. Y'all can't hold water.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like, you can't hold a secret. You cannot keep a secret from the newsroom. It's just not.
That's what we do. It's what we do.
You could think. You can think about leaving. People know it's around the newsroom.
I tell you this though, right? I'm not changing anybody's life, right? I tell you that. But People that I see on a day-to-day, I would be happy, and I would be remiss if I didn't. I would feel bad if I didn't. People that I see on a day-to-day, whether I like you or don't like you, I'll give you $1,000.
Okay, you have 5 people. I'm going to put you on blast. 5 people that you have to give money to at work. Who are you picking?
5 people that I have to give money to at work. I'll go you.
You just saying that because I'm sitting right here?
I ain't got to lie.
Okay.
I ain't got to lie. I'll go you. I mean, you and your husband. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing great things. Newlyweds, go enjoy. You.
This is going to draw some lines in the sand.
Now, this is a tough one. Donna for Yoga Warriors.
Oh, that's a good one.
Laura just had the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ernie for the opportunity, for sure. Forever grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wrap it up.
Al's sitting out there like, what about me?
That fourth one is a lot. And I want to answer this. I'm gonna go. Josh Berry, my frat brother.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's good. Don't ask me the question. I don't have answers.
And you know, Josh Berry and always talking about money.
He said, "Oh, I'm gonna get so many new." Ernie wants half. Wait a minute. half of 150 billion.
We gonna cue that up. We gonna cue that up. We gonna see y'all on Friday. Woo! Bye.
All right, welcome back to Coffee and Clicks. It is 9:30. Jessica decided to join us for the second half hour.
Might as well.
Actually, what happened was all of my people from the second half hour left me today.
Sounds like they don't like you.
I
No,
know.
I'm just kidding.
No, they're all working today. Ashley's working on a story, which should be good to see, and Pat is working on his Good Earth Garden shoot today.
Gotta love those.
They're
good
both
Earth.
working. Yeah.
You know, here's my question. Speaking of Pat and going places, he goes for those school visits a lot with
Highland Dairy. Yes.
Yeah. What's the cow's name?
Heidi.
Okay, and she brings ice cream. So,
Sorry, what's going on with? Why is it so? I'm like, oh, okay.
It's because Gary is.
What's going on with this?
Gary's just all forehead in that, in that camera. I hate to put him on blast, but he decided not to show up.
Yeah.
So
he did.
Yeah, no, I was telling Pat, when is Heidi gonna bring us some ice cream?
That's true. I will say I've done several of the school visits.
Mhm.
Heidi has come. Ice cream's great. It's so good. And it's like when in school you get the little ice cream with the wooden spoon, and it just tastes better.
Why is it so much better with that little wooden spoon?
So that's how they serve it. It's so good.
Oh my gosh. They used to have this. They had that at school. You'd go and you pay like 25 cents for it after lunch. They had this lime sherbet. I think about it still to this day. It was so crisp.
Yes.
With that little wooden spoon.
Refreshing.
I've tried to like recreate it at home. Can't do it.
Oh.
I don't know.
I would never think to recreate it, but that's a good idea.
No.
Those little spoons, you had to be careful, though.
Splinters.
Eat them too much. Splinters.
Yeah.
In the tongue.
Yeah. Not
Bad
good.
combo.
But it just makes it a little fun.
Yeah, it does.
You know.
I love it. So anyways, we'll ask Pat if he can bring us some ice cream sometime, but I will tell you from personal experience, it's good ice cream.
Gosh.
Okay, I wanted to get in on the fun because we talked about this on K. I know you and Gary already talked about if you won the lottery, would you keep it? Everyone keeps winning it in Arkansas. So now I'm like, is it my turn?
It might be.
I don't play the lottery, but maybe I should.
That I should. Oh, I should play.
Yeah.
But I'm so unlucky as a person
Me too.
that like Ain't no way, but I guess you would never know unless you play.
Exactly. So I don't know. When's the next one coming up? Maybe I'll buy a ticket.
I think it's already up to 20 million.
See, that's fine. I don't need to win 2 billion. 20 is fine.
They're giving out 20 million like every week.
I'll take 1 mil, you know.
I'll take it.
No problem.
I'll take 1 million.
So it's gone down a little bit. People that are still going to clock in is 23%. When we ended the KRK show, it was 25%.
Okay.
So people have voted. I would keep my job at the moment.
I think so too. I think because we're so young.
Yes.
Like if I might retire early.
For sure.
But I was talking to Gary about this. I was like, realistically, you get, let's just take the 250 million now, right?
Yeah.
To do everything, like to live the life that you want to live without having a job. All your hobbies.
Yeah.
Going on vacation, like anything that you want to pick up to keep yourself occupied.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough for the next 50 to 60 years?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
And you have to think about, are you taking the lump sum or are you taking the payments?
That's another thing too.
I'm taking the lump sum unequivocally.
Really?
Because I understand if you get the payments, you get it long or you get more. But if you take the lump sum, I'm not an accountant, so don't take this as like law. You know, your tax bracket's going to go up crazy for 1 year.
That's
true. Then you're not making that income every year. Like if you take the payments every year, you're going to be in the top tax bracket.
That is true.
So I'm taking the lump sum and then I'm going to try and invest it because, you know, money every year, how much you get paid is going to go down in value because of inflation. So I'm taking the lump sum.
That is a brilliant thought.
Thank
I
you.
always thought about taking the lump sum because I'm so bad with budgeting that I would be afraid I'd just like blow it.
Well, statistically, don't people blow? A lot of people do end up becoming homeless after they win the lottery because it is so much money. And so I would have to like hire a bunch of people to tell me what to do with it. And so then they like
quit their jobs, do all this.
Yeah.
Now, I think we come from a very interesting position because, you know, we like our jobs.
Exactly. A lot of us that work in TV followed a childhood dream to do this. I've always wanted to be a meteorologist. So like I feel very fortunate that I do go to a job every day. Yeah. There's hard days, of course, but that I go to a job that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Now, could I start to be a little choosier about the certain tasks that I'm asked to do? Yeah, probably.
Absolutely. I could be a little choosier.
So
as far as that goes, you know, there are things that, you know, we give up for this job and that's, you know, living close to family, you know, sometimes working holidays.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't catch me working another holiday. That's just probably what would happen.
But I was talking to Gary too. I was like, if I'm an accountant or something kind of boring, I'm quitting.
Oh yeah,
and I'm not going in to just sit in a cubicle all day.
Then you could maybe pursue your passion. Like,
yes,
I always thought that I always wanted to be a meteorologist. But if I could have a job, I think I'd still be a meteorologist. But I think I'd also open a flower, book, and coffee shop. These are all my favorite things together. And I think women would really resonate with that, too.
I think they would love that.
But I know that, A, you need a lot of money to start a business. And B, I don't really know if I want to be a business owner. But if I had, like, $250 million to do whatever I want with, and maybe I was an accountant and hated my job, I would quit it and maybe do something like that.
Yeah, do something that's fun and exciting. I think when I went into college and things like that, I was just like, I don't want to sit and stare at a computer all day.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked this job. But, you know, some people are like, some people go in for the passion, some people go in for the money.
Yeah.
You know, different kind of career paths as far as that goes. Like I know a lot of teachers that love their job.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Things like that. So maybe they wouldn't quit, but I'm going to go part-time.
Yeah. I think I would start part-time and kind of see what the vibe is.
Yeah.
But like Pat said this morning, you get mad one time, you really could quit and have no consequences.
I don't want to eat this place. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I
might need this place.
I need this place.
Maybe a little bit of a debate, but 77% of people said goodbye.
Yeah.
Another good debate. I love this article. It's about buffalo wings and boneless versus not boneless. So this actually went in front of a judge, which is also just
crazy.
Like hysterical.
Yeah, yeah.
But this judge ruled that Buffalo Wild Wings can keep selling boneless wings boneless. I don't believe that a boneless wing is a wing. And I'm going to say it right now. And I'm going to be honest about it.
Okay.
It's not a wing. I don't know why we call it a wing.
I don't know either. Like, I understand that we're grouping it together, right? Someone was like, you know, do you want a chicken wing? Can you take the bone? I don't want to eat it with the bone. It's not the wing.
Yes.
It's
a chicken nugget.
Yeah,
It's
they
good.
take it from the chicken breast.
Yes.
And they make that out of it.
Yes.
So it's not a wing.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come from that part of the chicken.
Exactly.
And I will die on this hill.
Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement. I wonder what Gary thinks about this. But
Yeah.
this is like a big debate. So when I go out to eat chicken wings with my fiance, we both like chicken. He'll always get a boneless wing.
I'll always get a boneless wing. At Buffalo Wild Wings, I love their boneless wings. But I can accept the fact that they're not wings.
Okay, I respect that. Anytime I'm going for a chicken wing, it's always going to be bone-in for me. Now, I will say, it's a lot easier to eat a boneless wing. It's a lot less messy. You don't have to get your fingers all dirty. But I just think a bone-in wing tastes way better.
It's a wing.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. It's a glorified chicken nugget.
Yeah.
I like the breading on it, but that's why. Because the chicken wing doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not a chicken nugget. It's a chicken nugget dipped in buffalo sauce.
I think so. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So Buffalo Wild Wings is allowed to call them boneless wings, even though they are essentially chicken nuggets, which is what the judge said. The ruling comes after a Chicago man identified himself as Amian Halen. So he identified himself, which just is a big case.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to go on the record saying that I'm suing Buffalo
that's
Wild Wings
his
for
name?
the wings. Yes.
I don't know why I thought that was like he identified himself as someone who only eats can't eat chicken wings. I was like, what does that mean?
He filed the lawsuit in 2023, so not that long ago, arguing that Buffalo Wild Wings boneless wings are not actually wings. I agree with you there, my man. The complaint sought to challenge what is called the false and deceptive marketing and advertising of Buffalo Wild Wings. This is so aggressive, but I agree.
I wonder if his man won the lottery and had the money to pay for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Like at what crazy thing would you sue for?
Because this reminds me, this kind of suit, which honestly I'm surprised that he didn't win, because technically I do think that they're not wings, they are breast meat.
Yeah.
But do you remember learning about this? I learned about it in school. The first person that sued McDonald's because their coffee was too hot, and they had to put on, now every time you get, like from anywhere, Starbucks, you'll see may contain hot liquid on there. That's because of one of these lawsuits. Now, the person that actually sued, it wasn't like a frivolous lawsuit. They actually did get burned, burns from their coffee because it was really hot. But they were right. The cup didn't say this contains hot liquid. So how are you supposed to know? Which, like, you would think you ordered a hot coffee, you should know. So that's why I thought this Buffalo Wild Wings, they might get, because technically it's not a wing.
It's not a wing.
It's not a boneless wing. It's a boneless chicken breast.
Like, you ever go to Popeye? Like, I love Popeye's chicken, right?
Okay, you and Pat are one and the same.
If I order like the family pack and they ask me what kind of meat do you want, and I say no thighs, and they put chicken thighs in there.
Why are you ordering no thighs?
What do I not? Yeah, because they're just harder to eat when they're fried.
But they're so good.
They are good. They're good, but I don't want to dig around the bone. This is why I'm a boneless wing type of girl.
Are you eating the chicken breast? The breast has a bone too.
Does it?
Everything if you're going to Popeyes and getting fried chicken, everything is going to have a bone in it.
It might have a bone in it. Or maybe I get extra legs.
And
I don't know.
Legs
Those
is
are
around a bone. They're easy to
easy.
eat, but there is a bone.
There is a bone. Okay, but besides my point, if I don't want one of them and they give it to me, that's not what I asked for.
Yeah,
I'm not asking for. I'm asking for a boneless wing, so I think you're back there pulling out the bones.
Yeah,
of the
that's
wing.
true.
It's got to be wing meat,
and that would be kind of good. I would order if it was a truly boneless wing.
Mm-hmm.
I would 100% order that, because the worst part is eating around the bone, and like then you get chicken in your teeth, and like then your fingers are all.
I'll tell you
what. If I could just use
though.
a fork.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, sometimes, especially like when I first started dating my husband. Like,
oh, absolutely.
We're getting the boneless wings, and we're not going to sushi. There were rules.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I like wings. The only place I get boneless wing is Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
We're going to
you're not getting them at Wingstop?
No, we're doing the regular wings.
Okay.
Because they're, I mean, not that Buffalo Wild Wings aren't good. I don't know. Maybe it's nostalgia.
Wings are really good.
They are really good. But you have to take I used to like the little drumsticks, I guess.
Yeah.
And not the flats. But now I like the flats more.
Are you paying extra for all flats?
No.
See, I love the flats, but I'll never pay extra for all flats.
Because I always thought it was complicated to eat. But if you take the flat and you push the meat down, it all goes down to the bottom, and then you dip it in the ranch and you just eat it.
I need to try that.
It's brilliant.
Typically, I'm gonna be a 2-finger, and I'm gonna
Nibble.
rotate the flat.
Yeah.
I will say the funny thing is, I love chicken wings. I've always loved chicken wings, and when I first started dating Chase, we would never go anywhere to get chicken wings. So I'm like, I'm not going to order a boneless wing. That's just not the kind of gal that I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to order a chicken wing. And I'm not going to eat a chicken wing in front of this man.
That I just met.
That is kind of a messy activity. And what if I get chicken in my teeth? And so for the longest time, I didn't eat chicken wings in front of him. And then we graduated to eating chicken wings. I'll eat them at home in front of him, but we're not going out to a restaurant. Now, wherever we go, if there's chicken wings on them, I'll order them. I'm going to eat them, and my fingers are going to be all kinds of messy. I try and eat them like this so that these fingers aren't quite as dirty, so then I can still pick up my water or something. But now I'll eat chicken wings.
No, I bring the whole roll of like paper towels too to like the dinner table.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how my husband has one paper towel and he'll be fine. He just I think it's because he sits there with the messy fingers until he's done eating.
But see, sometimes I need a drink, or sometimes I just want a breather.
Yes.
And I'm like, I need to put my hands down.
I put some fries.
Yes.
You know, so I'm constantly wiping my hands.
Yeah, me too. I'm going through all the napkins.
Yeah.
So, but this was an interesting case. Kind of another little debatey thing is this is an article that went viral about moms talking about paying their kids to read chapter books, and she has no regrets about it. And it went viral online, and it kind of sparked another debate about, should you pay your kids to read books?
I'll pay my kid to read a book.
I don't have any
Chapter
kids.
books?
I think this is brilliant, but we were talking about before we got on here, back in the day, and I guess this was maybe a regional thing.
Maybe.
At my school, you could read books, and I can't remember how many books you had to read. You would get a coupon for your own personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. And I've talked to Pat about this because Pat worked at a Pizza Hut. It was his first job, and he remembers this. So it went on for a while. And so that was like an incentive to read books. And my school also had, I can't remember what it was called, but you could take like little comprehension tests after you read books. The longer the book, the more points it was worth, and you would acquire points through the school year.
Well, that's cool.
And then at the end of the year, it was all a bunch of like trinkets and stuff.
Yeah.
But you could use your points to buy like yo-yos and silly string and, you know, stuff kids really want.
Yeah.
And so my sister would always read the Harry Potter books, which were worth a bunch of points.
Yeah.
And so she would always get so much stuff, and that would inspire me to try and read as many shorter books to acquire tiny points, but to build it up.
Yeah.
So I think this is genius.
I would totally, like, I was not a big reader as a kid. And I think, like, especially graduating to chapter books, right? You have, like, you know, your picture books and everything like that. But
Like Gary read last night. What did he read?
Oh, yeah, he said it was a long book. It was
And I
like a
recognized
classic.
Yes. I can't remember,
I
but I
can't
think it
think of
was a
it.
picture book, but longer.
Like, and it's $5. I mean, at the end of the day, like, my parents used to pay me for doing chores around the house, and I'd get, like, deducted if I didn't do the chore or whatever.
You could go in the negative.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
We had, like, a spreadsheet. My dad made us cross it
I guess I
off.
never did not do the chores. I did do one kind of bad thing, though. So back in the day, my mom would pay Jacqueline and I to pick up sticks in the yard. We always got sticks everywhere in the yard from, like, storms and stuff. 10 cents a stick. So
cool.
me, knowing numbers, break the stick in half, double the money.
Oh, you're so smart. That is so funny that you pick up sticks. Okay, so way tangent. This weekend, I was picking up leaves because they're all like blown. I don't know if it's just our house, but they get stuck in our driveway, like under our carport, and there's just a bunch of them. Right? So I'm putting the leaves in the bag, and I'm telling my husband, Sam, I'm like, why is this so hard? Because in California, I'm not picking up. There's no trees that the leaves fall.
I grew up doing that.
Yes, that's what he said. He was like, I'd get paid to go out and rake the leaves and put them in the bag. He's like teaching me all the techniques.
Yeah,
you
like getting in the bag to open up the bag. Yeah.
I'm
you
like,
never did. I guess
no.
California, I had never thought of that.
That's the second thing I've done this year that I never had on my bucket list.
What's the first one?
Digging my car out of the ice. I was out of there and I had like a shovel.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never done this before. And the bags with the leaves.
Yeah, the bags with the leaves. And you got to be careful because they're very strong cardboard. If you get a paper cut on one of those bags,
yeah.
So bad. I grew up putting leaves in bags. Jacqueline and I would run around the yard in the leaf bag for fun, you know. And my mom liked it because then when you're a kid, it kind of fits perfectly over you. You open up the bag fully.
Smart.
Then you don't have to reach down in the bag because they're hard to open.
Yeah.
But yeah, bending down over now as an adult to bend over, shovel the leaves and put them in the bag, like that'll hurt your back after a couple days.
No kidding. And like, well, we didn't have the leaf bags. I used a trash bag.
Oh.
So I'm doing one hand, and then I grabbed my dustpan, and I was like, we're gonna use this.
Do you guys
as
have a rake?
shovel. No, we don't got a rake. I mean, it was on concrete, so I didn't really like. I took a broom from the inside, and it was a mess.
Oh man! So they do make these, you know, what's it called? Cymbals. The two little shiny. You smash them together. Whoops.
Oh, cymbals.
Yes.
Yes.
So they make leaf picker-uppers that look like cymbals. They're big, and the ones I've seen before are green, and you put them on your hand like cymbals.
Mm-hmm.
And the top is like spiky,
Uh-huh.
and so then you can go like this and pick up the leaves and just drop them in the bag. It's genius.
That's brilliant.
yeah.
Maybe that was my problem too, is I was using a trash bag.
Yes, because
Not easy.
leaf bag, hard to pick up. However, it stays open and it sits on its bottom. Once you get a couple leaves in there, it needs a little weight. Otherwise, if it's windy, it'll blow over. And then it's wide mouth, so then you can just leave it sitting there.
Ah,
Shovel in.
brilliant. Brilliant, yeah.
Leaf bag makes sense, but hard to open. And be careful about the paper cuts. So
Not the paper cuts, dear.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. So that, I don't know if you could pay me to do that again, but
yeah,
it's funny, like the things that your parents will pay you for.
yeah. As
as
a
a
kid,
kid.
I had no stream of income, so it was basically anything. I'm willing to do anything to make money, so I
And
can
I'll
go
read
buy
a
a new
book.
Barbie.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I could buy, that was the big thing.
yeah. I
Gotta
wanted
buy
to buy the Barbies.
Yeah. No kidding.
Go down
That is
the
so
aisle.
funny.
Toys R Us.
You know what was the best part? So my birthday's in December, right?
Mm.
So we'd get money from our grandma for Christmas and for our birthday,
Okay.
our grandparents. So I'd get double because my
Ooh.
birthday is in December, and then also Christmas is in December.
Yeah.
So we'd wait until after the Christmas.
So you're rolling.
So I'm like, I mean, and it's to the point, my brother's 3.5 years older than me, like, you know, almost 4. So he's using his check to get one video game because video games are expensive.
They are.
And my mom tells the story. She's like, we went to Target and your brother got a video game and you had 2 carts just full of Barbie stuff. I mean, it was like, because I think I got $100 for my birthday and $100 for
That's
Christmas.
a ton of toys back in the day.
I mean, Barbie stuff, like $5.
Yeah.
I mean, I was rolling. And my brother was just like, well, at least I get it halfway through the year. I'm like, no,
No.
it's not
You're going to be
important.
enjoying those toys the whole year.
That's what I was saying.
Have you seen the prices of Barbie stuff recently?
No, how much is it?
I last year we did the angel tree and I picked out a young girl because I love shopping for girl stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, the Barbie stuff, I mean, everything is, you know,
Yeah.
inflation every year. Everything does go up. I hadn't shopped for Barbie stuff since I was a kid. Yeah, not $5 anymore. I was like, oh my
Man.
gosh. As a kid, and $5 feels like a lot when you're a
Yeah.
kid too. So you're like, oh, I wonder which I can
Right.
get. Yeah, not anymore. So I wonder if the price of chores has gone up too, because 10 cents for sticks was a really good rate as a kid. But
That is a great rate.
might have to pay a quarter a stick now. I
See,
don't know.
Now, granted, I wouldn't go into the negative. I'd start with you get $10.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was like $10.
Like an allowance?
Yeah, an
Oh,
allowance.
okay.
You miss it, minus 50 cents, minus 50
Man.
cents. Like, man, that hurt because I didn't do a lot of them.
Ooh. I was money motivated. I would be doing them if I had to. So
But hey, I just want to read a book to say I can read one now.
I wish I could get paid to read a book now. I love reading.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks, Jess, for being on the
You're
second half
welcome.
hour. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Friday.